Hey there lovelies, it's Sarah here from auraangelart.etsy.com, and this is my latest journal page. As most of you will know, this little series I've been basing on an oracle card deck by Claudia Olivos called Sacred Mothers and Goddesses. And the goddess that I've chosen for this page is Demeter, and her message is hope. So messages from Demeter: stay hopeful, stay centered, and do not give up. Trust that this will pass and you'll have a positive resolution to your problem. And one of the things that stuck out to me from the book was you can do a card spread for hope. And the first question is, what is my heart hoping for? And I just thought that's a question we could all do to think about, I think, from time to time, because life gets busy and you forget the things you really want. So let me share a little bit about what I used for this one. I used a whole one-page piece of collage paper in the background, one of the printed ones that I downloaded from an Etsy shop, and I made a kind of accidental discovery. I put far too much Mod Podge on, you'll see in the video, and I used my palette knife to pick up some of the excess and put it back into the tub. But actually, when you're doing a large section of collage, I think using the palette knife for the Mod Podge actually is going to be a really good thing to do. It just means you can smooth things out more carefully. It's easier to get a less lumpy kind of finish. So although that was an accident, that might have been a happy accident. I might have figured something out that's useful there. I'll have to give it a try another time on purpose and see how that goes. So I started with a layer of collage paper. Then I used some purple acrylics in the background. So I had these 3 artiste acrylic paints, 2 metallics, so pearl, wisteria and amethyst, and then one just called blackberry that's not metallic. I used some titanium white and a little sponge to do a bit of stenciling in the background for this one as well. I haven't used stencils for a while. And I used 2 different stencils. This is a Sean Petite stencil. I've got quite a lot of hers. They're really nice. This one I actually don't remember where I got it from. You can see that it's been very well used. But it's just lots and lots of little dots. And after I'd finished with the stenciling, I wanted to add a little bit more texture and detail. So I used some Stays On ink and some different little stamps that I had lurking in the drawer somewhere. Again, I haven't used those for a while, so it's nice to get those supplies out again. For her, I used my usual supplies really, I suppose. My Portrait Pink acrylic for the face. I used my Neocolor 2 crayons and my Neo art bars for layers in the hair and for the face shading. I used my Pitt pens for more shading, my Prismacolor pencils as well for shading, my Uniball Eye fine liner pen for the fine details, my Jane Davenport paint over pen for the highlights in unicorn, and one of these Jane Davenport sparkly pens just to add a little bit of detail into her hair. For her hair, I did do a layer of acrylics as well, and I used buttermilk and iridescent bright gold. What else did I use? I used my gelatos for her energy and aura, and the 2 colours I chose were passion fruit, that's the bright pink, and strawberry, that's the paler colour there. And I did actually have, I'd forgotten to put it on, but I did actually have a little phrase picked out. I have these little Tim Holtz words that I haven't looked at for a while. And what I wanted to put on her, and I forgot, and I might just do it right this minute, is this little phrase here. They're self-adhesive and it's only in my journal, so I reckon I'll get away with just using the glue, but if it starts to come off, I can always add in a little bit of Mod Podge later. But the phrase that I chose is lucky is a state of mind, which I thought went quite nicely with the message of hope. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with her. I don't think you can see that little sticker I just put on there. There it is, right at the very bottom. Lucky is a state of mind. And I think that's everything that I used for this particular one. I also had the idea of smoothing out the collage layer in the background with my roller, my brayer. And that again, that just helped to smooth out all the glue. So for some reason today I've had a couple of different little collage discoveries. It's always hard when you're trying to glue down a very large piece of paper because you need quite a lot of glue, and it can tend to sort of stop in places and get kind of end up being very, very lumpy if you're not careful. And I collaged on some extra flowers and her wings. But I'm quite pleased with how she turned out, and she does, I think, represent hope for me. So I hope you enjoy watching her come to life in the video, and in the comments in the description rather, I'll leave a link to my Etsy store in case you want to check out any of the art I have for sale or any of the e-courses that are over there. You'd be very welcome to do so. So thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.